Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's going on, my brother?
Nothing, man. It's the same old Monday blues type stuff, but got through it work wise, so that is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So how was your day today?
Yep, same here. Got through my work day, so I'm good. Shoot.
Anything popped off on this weekend?
Good stuff. What happened this weekend? It was a couple of nice fights and stuff that popped off this weekend, man. I didn't know about. I just happened to walk in, cut it on. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, dude. Good weekend. How about your weekend? No, you was busy.
Yeah, I was busy. Went to a mega camp in Atlanta. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but it was fun, man. I mean, it was
Yep.
nice, easy trip. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hate it because, when you go out of town, especially to cities that you like to visit, you like to stay a little longer instead of a couple of days and things like that. But man, shoo-wee, when I say it was hot, that's why they call it Hot Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Woo-wee, especially at the field, my goodness. But man, yeah, I can't complain, man. Got down there safely, came back safely, and all that kind of good stuff like that. So other than that, man, I've just been taking care of that and then looking at see what was going on. A lot of stuff in the little sports world is going on that we all know that we're gonna cover today. Today we actually on Twitter and Facebook. So make sure you guys who are on Twitter get over to Facebook, our Facebook page, and follow all that good stuff like this. Speaking of that, this is where you're going to find us at Mark and Will Show, period. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you don't stop, Instagram, YouTube, Mark and Will Gaming on YouTube, markandwillshow.com. Check that website out. Also on Facebook, you got the Players Club. That's where all the voting and everything in high school. Basically, that's a high school page that we created, so you'll get an opportunity to go ahead and follow that and take care of business with that. So let's get ready to start back up. You already know it. So, hey, that's where you're going to find us, period. No other. None like it. FNC.
Nothing like it.
Friday Night Crew. We're going to definitely get back and check that out and actually come up with some topics and go ahead. Like I said, that's not a sports show. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in the world. So make sure you check that out. We definitely Facebook page and also Friday Night Crew, YouTube. So definitely going to be rocking and rolling. Speaking of that, congratulations to the mayor. You know what I'm saying? So got another one. I'm just going to leave it like that just in case he wants to go ahead and really dive into that. So congratulations to him. Big time. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm just saying. What's going on in the gaming world?
It's Marcus be on the night. He'll be on the night. He's over here once he gets out of football practice finally. He's gonna be on. I was on a couple of games this weekend. Check it out. I got on Twitch for a little bit this weekend on FIFA. I'm really starting to think I'm getting good at that FIFA, but if I play a professional, it might sound weak. I just don't know. I'm playing it though. Check it out. Make sure y'all go over on Twitch and the YouTube page. Please follow and subscribe.
Big time. Check that out. You heard Mark. I think he got something for y'all. I don't know. He might go ahead and take care of business without a doubt. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? Let's see. Speaking of what Mark said, high school football started practicing today. So
Yep,
make
yep, yep.
sure you go ahead and make sure them kids get them the vittles that they need. You know what I'm saying? Get so they have some energy at practice. Make sure they get
Yeah.
rest. Don't stay up all night long. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden I ain't got no energy. I can't do nothing. It's too hot and complaining and things like that. Get your rest. Your body needs a rest because hey, it's on. It's on and popping.
Yes, it is.
It's
It's
on and
her.
popping. So go ahead. This is where you go ahead and prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? Saying that conditioning is good. So when you put
Hmm.
on them pads, you ready to rock and roll, man. Because before
Right.
you know it, boom, here it is, first game.
Yeah.
I don't
Fast
want to
too.
hear. I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't want to hear about hey, I didn't get a chance and do all this. Let's go ahead. This is the time you get your opportunity.
Oh,
Go ahead and go
absolutely.
against. Go ahead and go against. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who is the fastest. Let's do that. Let's go on. And when we put that pads on, who's supposed to be the best player on the team? Let's go ahead and go. We still gonna be brothers at the end of the day.
Ah, yeah. Ain't no
But
bad blood.
hey, but I'm gonna have to take that spot. I'm about to take that spot.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So
Yeah.
hey, opportunities, not big time. So hey, wish everybody luck. Everybody 0-0, right? Zero
Yeah,
and
it is.
zero. Right. So this week, and it's gonna be on Facebook. Be looking out. We got two high school players that's coming on. And we got the AD of ADs coming out. So hey, be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Make sure you join us on Facebook to check those interviews out. Let's
Please.
see. Now, Mark already hit it. I was at HBCU mega camp, and I don't know how many colleges was there, but it was at Morehouse College. And woo wee, they did it though. You know how like the showcase, pretty much everybody come in and register and stuff like that. Well, they had at certain
Yeah.
times, they had it broken down in groups. So it wasn't it wasn't like a million kids out there, but it was a
Right.
million kids out there. I must say that it was all
Yeah.
at once, but it was a million kids, man, and they broke it down. The quarterbacks and the receiver, all that stuff like that in groups, and so went down there with Daniel and my sister and the Cassandras, and we went down there, traveled down there to make sure Daniel get to this camp, and so pretty much, man, his time was I think it was registration was like 12:50, so like 1:30 to like 3:15. So hour and 45
Hmm.
minutes. They did drills, you know what I'm saying? Did the cone work, they did the dummy work, they did all this kind of stuff. So your agility. Then all of a sudden they did the one-on-ones, one-on-ones. And hey, salute to every kid out there, because when I say it was hot, man. And those
I
guys
can
got to
imagine.
participate against, in front of in front of the coaches from other HBCU, the colleges,
Yeah.
Morehouse, K State was down there. This is a few. There's a whole bunch of coaches down there. So this auditioning, basically an interview, live interview. You know what I'm saying? So and the thing about it is that let me throw a couple pictures. You know what I'm saying? It had to be about 100 offensive line and defensive linemen
Yeah.
themselves there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they did break it up, because it would have been really a long, long, long day. This is a couple pictures like that. This one of the show. You know what I'm saying? Edwin C. Moses track at Morehouse, things like that. But it was pretty cool. They did their thing. Only thing I wish they would have done is allow the guys to do their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Let the
Right.
big men get
Yeah.
down there and
Yeah.
do their
Yeah.
40s. Time
Let
they
them
shuttle
run it.
run. Yeah, let them do
Yeah.
what they got to
Yeah.
do, man. I wanted to see that. Let's get it. Because some of them dudes was actually did both. Somebody did like defensive lineman, the other one did probably like a linebacker earlier. So you had
Right.
the tight ends out there doing defensive end work too. So they was gonna blow past some guys. But I mean, when
Right.
I say
Right.
there was some big kids out there, it was some small kids, but man, people came from all over to check them out. So it was a great camp, and I wish all the young guys, student athletes, good luck this season, and hopefully that they turn some eyes, man.
Yeah,
That was a
absolutely.
good experience for Daniel and all that kind of stuff like that. So, it's all good, man. Speaking of all that offensive defensive lineman work, wrestling, man. Anything pop off this weekend with wrestling?
Nah, it pops out this weekend for SummerSlam, but Monday Night Raw is on right now, and they acting the fool right now. And
You said
I'm over here
already acting
watching
fool.
Steph
Already acting
freaking
fool.
Rollins. Like it's gonna be a good show tonight. You got Logan Paul who's showing up tonight. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar face to face again. So it's gonna be a good show tonight, y'all. Make sure y'all tune into that. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, tune into that after this. So go ahead and demand that.
Yeah,
But yeah, you
yeah.
gotta do. Go ahead if you got several screens. Go ahead and do what you gotta do with
Right.
that. Without a doubt. Speaking of tuning in, it's All Star Week, so
Yep.
no games, of course. But I think we
No.
had some games on Sunday, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely had games on Sunday. Yeah, the Nationals would beat the Texas 7-2. Yankees lose to Chicago Cubs 7-4. Red Sox beat the A's 4-3. Okay. Tampa Bay Rays beat Atlanta 10-4.
Yep.
KC beat the Guardians 4-1. Miami beat Philly 7-3. Blue Jays beat Detroit 4-3. Orioles beat the Twins 15-2. Milwaukee beat the Reds 1-0. Seattle beat Houston 3-1. Cardinals beat the White Sox 4-3. Giants beat the Rockies 1-0. Pittsburgh beat the Diamondbacks 4-2. Last but not least, Padres beat the Mets 6-2.
Well, for all you Ray fans, you guys still lost the series. Braves won it. They beat them one Friday and one Saturday. When I was in
Yeah.
the A, I was just mad because I wish it was at Atlanta, but it was in Tampa because I would definitely with one of the games, big
Yeah.
time with that one. So real quick, the standings. So as we at All Star break, we got the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, American League East, up 2 games over the Orioles. In the Central, you got the Guardians with a half-game lead over the Twins. And the West, you got the Rangers with a 2-game lead over the Astros. Woo, everything's tight in the National League East. You got the mighty Braves with an 8.5 game lead over the Marlins. Cincinnati in the Central going to the All-Star break with a 1-game lead over the Brewers. Can they hold it? They done had a heck of a first half, so we'll see. Los Angeles Dodgers and the Diamondbacks are tied. You had the opportunity to go ahead and kind of distance yourself a little bit, but didn't carry on. So we'll see with that. So right now, y'all got the leaders. If it started today as far as the playoffs, let's see in the wild card what's going on. It would be the Orioles, Blue Jays, and Astros. So Orioles got a 5-game lead in the wild card over the Blue Jays and Astros. In the National League, as far as the wild card, you have the Marlins and the Diamondbacks are shooting in so far, +3, 2.5, and the Giants is right there. So, hey, we got a good thing going on today. You got the home run derby that is getting ready to start. Should be interesting on that one. But I do want to say this. I want to say about the Major League Baseball draft that's going on. LSU done had a heck of a year. The women's team won. The baseball team won. Then the baseball team had the first and second overall pick. So, yeah, putting in that work. Now, I don't know, one's going to the Pirates, one's going to Nationals. I don't know what they're going to do there, but, hey, that's a heck of a recruiting thing right there. We did put the first and the second in the league, so, hey, heck of a year for LSU with that one. Big time. So who knows, man? We'll see what's going on. And I'm trying to see. I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to see who was all in that derby. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Yes. So the Major League All-Star Home Run Derby tonight, you got Luis Robert Jr. versus Adley Rutschman. You got Garcia versus Randy 4 and 5. You got Mookie Betts versus Vladimir Guerrero. You got Pete Alonso versus Julio Rodriguez. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. We know Rodriguez. I think he won it last year. I think it was.
Yeah,
I had a good one. So
had a good one.
we'll see. So but Pete Alonso is not no chump. This should be a good one. If you had to pick one of them, man, who you got, man? Who you rolling with?
Huh. I'm gonna go with your boy. I think you just said his name. He played with the one with the dreads. Who he played for?
The Dreads. Guerrero.
Yes,
Vladimir Guerrero. Okay, you going with
I
him?
like him. Yeah, I'm going with him.
I can't believe Mookie Betts is in there. That's lead off better. I mean, I know he's having a heck of a year, but wow, this is, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Julio. Rodriguez. Let's Seattle. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
See if we can go ahead and do it again or whatever. I know he had a heck of a one run last year, so
yeah,
we'll
he
check
did.
that out. We'll definitely check that out and see what's going on. Let's go to WNBA.
Oh yes, Sunday's game, because there's no games today. So you got Washington who lose to the Connecticut 92-84. Dallas beat Indiana 77-76. Then you got Phoenix who beat LA 78-72. Las Vegas took care of business, wow, and beat Minnesota 113-89. And ATL beat Chicago 88-77.
Cool. In the standings, you got the Aces, of course, 17-2 in first place and clinched the playoff berth already. You got the Liberty,
Already.
who has transformed with Stewie. They 13-4 in second place. Third place, Connecticut Sun, 14-5. Fourth place, the Washington Mystics, 10-8. Fifth place, Atlantic Dream, 10-8. Sixth place, Dallas Wings, 10-9. Minnesota Lynx is 7, 9-10. Eighth place, Chicago Sky, 8-11, who lost a coach, but they still trying to make it and do what they got to do. Make sure you hit that like button, all that good stuff. Also, rest in peace, Nikki McCray. She passed away. Lost a battle through cancer. I think it was on Friday, something like that. So rest in peace. Was a heck of a player. Tennessee Vols, USA, all that kind of stuff. So and got into coaching. So rest in peace to Nikki McCray.
Absolutely.
Let's see. You know it is. It's fun time. It's fun time. Discussion time. Time to have some fun. Now, Warriors, go ahead and announce Mr. CP3 has joined them. Mr. CP3 saying, he don't want to hear all that. He's not worried about his role. Are you worried about his role? How is he going to fit in, and is he coming off the bench? What do you think? In your mind, what would make him successful with the Warriors, man?
Second unit. Coming off the bench. There ain't no point of starting them when you got Steph Curry out there. Steph Curry do a lot of majority of to bring the ball up the court anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is the time where you at the age that you at. Just come on in, run that second unit, get the second unit gun when everybody's on the bench, getting their rest. You get it going, and then eventually we know he's going to be in there in the game with the rest of them anyway.
Yeah.
So I think his best role will be coming off that bench, playing with that second unit.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is make sure you save him. So in the games he can come in there and money time. So have another ball handler out there. Then you can free up Curry and Clay, but you got to keep them fresh. So I'm with you like that. Maybe second unit, don't need to start them. If you start them, that's because of pride, that kind of stuff, and you don't need to. But that, to me, it's about who's closing them games, especially that crunch time. So freeing up Curry, freeing up Clay, you got him. He can get to the elbow, knock it down. We know he can pass it. He can hit free throws. That's the role. And, now if this was a younger Chris Paul, then that's different. Then everybody's shifting. Then everybody's shifting. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson's the 3 now. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff like that. So I'm with you. I think, go ahead and swallow your pride.
Yeah.
Don't get your feelings hurt. Swallow your pride and then go ahead and, lead that second unit, because then you got Kemanja, you got the young guys you can go ahead and feed. And then, you know what? So the crazy thing is this to me, a second unit with CP3 and Poole would have been worked, because CP3 is not going to take all that. You know what I'm saying? He's a leader.
Mhm.
He's not going to let you go in there jacking up stuff like that. He's not. He's professional.
Right.
Now, he hasn't won it. We know that's pretty soon you're going to have to chalk him up with the Barkleys and all that kind of stuff and the Ewings, all that. CP3, everybody, but he's gonna he can leave that second unit and then he can come in there and handle that ball and free up everybody at the end of the games, because that's what they need.
Yeah.
They had a lot of young cats that second unit. They was just jacking up stuff.
Right. You
So
want
gonna
to
be-
ship sacrifice.
Right, big time, because they could have sent you somewhere else and
Yeah.
chilling, lost in lost in space for real. Now my guy Wemby to sit the rest of the summer league for the Spurs. Now his first game, 9 points, something like that, 8 points, really didn't impress. Second game, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? He balled out. So they done shut him down on this. My thing is that if he had a great game the first game, was you going to shut him down? Like I guess you wanted to see him play against rookies and G League people to see that he was okay, and then you shut him down?
Yeah. Right. I don't get this neither, because it's like that's exactly what they did. They wanted to see what he can really do. I guess he scored 27 or whatever. The second game was a way better game than the first one, but it's like, why are you sitting him out for the rest of the summer, for the whole summer league?
Right.
Don't you want to see him keep developing and getting better playing over here? He's not overseas.
Right.
He's over here. So I don't know. I don't get it. I guess Pop know what he's doing. Go ahead, sit him down, get him ready for the NBA when it comes back again.
Right. I think, and I think the whole thing is injury, because he get out here, he only weighs $1. So if he get out here and it's a mess, then you know what I'm saying, then you got to explain it to everybody. Then you got to explain it. Why you leave him in there? Why is he playing? All that kind of stuff like that. So I think it was once they saw that, hey, dude can move, because he looked like a small forward out there,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff. And plus, he's blocking three, so I love that. But he gonna need to get stronger, and he's gonna need somebody. You're gonna need a backup, a center that can take that beating, or a power forward that's physical, because he's not there with that. But if you got a lot of centers like the Brook Lopez's and all that kind of stuff shooting threes, that's easy work for him, because he can cover that. You know what I'm saying? Dude runs like a deer. He runs like a deer. Like, you're not getting away with that. Al Horford sitting out there, dude's gonna eat that up.
Right.
Then what I do like about his game, and we'll see it, because when he go against grown men in NBA, if you're a center, if you can't move, he might expose you, especially with that space. You know what I'm saying? If he can get some space, he's going to the rack. And dude is 7'3.5" without shoes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he gonna cram on you. So my thing is, they gonna try to beat him up. They gonna do whatever. So hey, Pop said,
Don't
hey
have to
man,
beat him up.
yeah, Pop said, hey, let's go ahead and pump the brakes. I seen enough. That's strictly Pop. That's not even. I'm not even giving the GM the thing. That's strictly Pop.
Pop said, I only got 5 years with him. I only got 5 years.
Right. He said, I'm not going through that. I'm not doing that. And speaking of Pop, like Mark said, 5 years, $80 million. And I know when he lost his wife and other stuff like that, I thought he was headed out the league. I thought he was great. You know what I'm saying?
I did too.
But I mean, dude, he's that guy.
Pop's
Besides Pop, who's the guy? As far as like, who else in your mind? Who else in your mind you think? I ain't gonna say deserves $80 million, but it's right underneath Pop, man. What coach would you
that's
give
in
that
the
to?
league now?
Yeah.
The only other coaches you would think of would be Steph Curry. I said Steph Curry, Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
With the Golden State Warriors. I mean, what he done over there with them players, I mean, we know what it is, but yeah, he would be the only person.
Yeah, I wonder what his things is. I would say it would have to be Kerr, and then I would have to say probably also Spoelstra wouldn't get that much, because I think Miami's not going to give that much to a coach, but he's up there with what he's done with less. And, he won.
Less.
And I'm not even talking about with LeBron and them. I'm talking about even this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that. Like no one's taking that team to the besides, yeah, you had Jimmy Butler, but come on, no one's leading that team as a coach if it wasn't from
Right.
Spolstrom and you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff like that. So I think Steve Kerr without a doubt because he has helped guide them.
Yes,
But
he has.
Pop is just let's be real. Pop ain't won since when? He ain't won in a while.
He ain't won in forever.
He ain't won in a while
Brother.
since what? Since Timmy?
That,
Since Timmy?
yeah, that's when they had Kawhi. Yeah, because Kawhi
Yeah.
won the MVP. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
been a
last
minute.
time. Yeah. If this was football,
That's
he'd
been
be
a
fired.
minute.
If this was
He
football,
would've
he'd be
been
out of
gone.
there.
Nah,
He'd
he
be
would've
out
been
of there.
gone.
They're like, man, you got to
Who's-
go, bro.
What is he doing?
You got to go, bro. Like, come on, man. Hey, nah. But because, and that just lets you know, especially, I guess, with tenure, coaches that like
Yeah.
Pop got all those championships, because we've seen coaches, Milwaukee, coach got one,
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years, he got out of there. Nurse
Gone.
from Toronto, they got rid of him. He had one within the last 5 years or something like that whenever Toronto
Yep.
won it. 6 years, whatever, out of there. So, hey, that's no loyalty there. But I will say this, being a USA coach and stuff like that, you write your check, man. How many years?
Absolutely.
They probably went to him and said, how many years you want?
Yeah,
He said, I got the number one pick. I got another center.
I got 5 years to develop him.
5 years.
I got 5 to develop.
I'm gonna wake up.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get AD and everybody when they want to leave. They put it with the young buck, so they ain't got to worry about it. I see how it was done before. I done had Robert Horry and all them after everybody else and things like
Right.
that. I know how to make it work.
It made it work.
Yeah, because you got to think. Say this year coming, they make it the playoffs, barely make the playoffs, I don't make the playoffs. Then they got another opportunity to pair up somebody in next year's draft
Yep.
with him.
Yep.
Yeah. Pop know what he's doing, man.
You never know what they might get in on the trade deadline and stuff like that.
Right.
Pop know what he's doing.
Yeah, Pop knows.
He got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, give me 5. But 5 years, $80 million. I'll take him too. I'll take him. Thank you.
5 years, 80.
Thank you.
Sure will.
Thank you. Blaze is trying to say that, willing to wait to trade Lillard. I think you have no options but to wait because
That's all.
Miami does not have a lot of assets and no one's trying to help them out. So, come on, let's be real about this.
Absolutely not. Ain't nobody trying to help him out. And then, like you said, Miami don't have a lot. And the crazy thing about it, Miami probably don't want to give up certain things neither
Right.
to bring him there.
Right.
I mean, of course, we know Jimmy Butler wants him down there. It ain't no secret. We know he wants to be down there. He wants to be down there. But if they ain't got the pieces, you ain't going. You need to figure something out, go somewhere else.
Right.
You got the assets to get you and bring you there if you want to be traded that bad.
Right. You got to make sacrifices. It's like I said, it's always some other teams that you can go that maybe it's not the culture down there that you want, but are some solid to good teams that, hey, if you that top dog, you can go ahead and make a difference. So why hold them? Like, really, you're holding them hostage. You really holding them hostage?
Yeah.
Because you're going to tell me that some other teams ain't saying, hey, man, we got some dudes, the young dudes, and some, more assets to give to you. And here you go. I mean, I get it. I know the loyalty. I know they're trying to, appease him. Say, hey, you've been this and everything like that. But you ain't won a championship.
Right.
It's different if you won a championship, right? Like, if you won a championship and you said, hey, man, I've been here 8 years now. I gave y'all what y'all want. Now give me what I want. You still going to want to get a big piece for him because he's very valuable still.
Yeah, absolutely.
He still can do what he got to do.
Absolutely.
Dude's a top 75 player of all times, right? So you definitely would go ahead and work with him and try to do all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I haven't heard that piece. Like, okay, loyalty is great and everything, but dude didn't win y'all no championship. So how much
Right.
loyal
And
do
the
you have to
crazy
be
thing
with
about it,
him?
You said you wasn't no ring chasing. You weren't trying to ring chase. Now you want to be traded, right? But if Miami ain't got it, then you really ring chasing now because that's why you want to be there. because you think you and Miami can go do something to go win a ring, right? So the other teams that's probably trying to trade for you, you don't consider them as championship contenders.
Well, I got news from Miami. It's not a championship team.
Shoot.
News. So I mean, because my thing is that let's be real. Even though they didn't do it, Miami was not as far as more talented than Philly, than Boston. Even though they beat them, I'm not saying they're not. And the elephant in the room, Milwaukee Bucks. So my thing is, if you think this because they went last year or this past year that they're gonna go back, it's the NBA. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. Now, if that was orchestrated during the season, and you can see that Mark's team is balling, and all they need is me, and I could probably take them over the hump. That's different, man. You lost a lot of role players already from Miami. And I understand that, they're not no superstars, but they contribute and helped out tremendously.
Yeah, because Vincent was a big piece you lost.
Yes. Struss wasn't an all-star, but he was consistent. You lost starters. Like, okay, Oladipo, he ain't started, but, you had to get rid of him and all that kind of stuff. He's gone like you. And then you already know that if you leave, Hero has to go.
Yeah, Hero's the number one person got to go.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like, what's going on, right? What's going on? I don't get that. Real quick before we go to the next one, I don't know if I say, what's up, D? How you doing?
What's up? What up?
Oh, I go, Coach. What's up, Coach? We ain't forgot about you, Coach. How you doing? We definitely gonna get with you. Go ahead and in the comments put when the Ballard's camp is. I think it's next week. If you can, go ahead and put that in there so we can go ahead and give that promo, and we definitely going to try to get out there to get to that camp and see you, Coach, big time. Hey, ain't nothing like when you have championship coaches watch your show. 2 times champ, Ballard, fast pitch, softball team. Ain't nothing like that.
Sir.
Love that, without a doubt. Hey, that's family. That's family. So, yeah, I'm with you. To me, like Boston for him saying, I don't want to. I mean, like, dude, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to? Like, I would rather play, and I understand. If you go to the cities, that's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? If Miami versus Boston is different. I get you. I got you. But as far as the team wise, man, hey, if I can go ahead and maybe the pass to Brown and pass to, because they ain't gonna get rid of Brown with that deal, and Tatum,
right?
Us 3.
That's a heck of a
and Williams is okay.
That's a heck of a tandem.
Yeah, man.
Somebody got to be willing to take less shots.
Right. And man, you know what? And that's the thing about it, because at the end of the day, at Miami, you dealing with hard workers. That's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not dealing with somebody like going to be a ball hawk. So he knows he's going to be able to get the shots.
Right.
He knows he's going to be able to get a shot until, you know what I'm saying, he gets underneath Jimmy Bucket's skin. Then then he's going to have to say, hey, man, you better quit playing with us.
You better pass that ball.
You better quit playing with us. Whatever. Hold on. Coach said, hey, for everybody out there, make sure you, July the 18th, 5 to 8, make sure you go out to Ballard. Coach, do they have to register or anything like that? Can they just show up? Let us know. Ballard High School, softball camp.
Yep.
Big time. Make sure you get out there. We definitely going to try to make it out there. We probably won't do a show that day. Just go out there and check the people out. So if you want to see Mark and Will, hey, July the 18th, 5 to 8 p.m. at Ballard. Make sure you check that out. Let's see. He said, because you have a championship show. That's right, Coach. Hey, appreciate you, Coach. That's what I'm talking about, Coach. Hey, without a doubt. Let's see who else we got here. Love you guys. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, Coach said for everybody who's trying to go to that Ballard camp, softball camps, hey, just show up. Hey, the team's gonna be out there. They're gonna work with you, show you how to be a champion, big time. So hey, it's gonna be fun. And like I said, we definitely gonna have to come out there without a doubt. Hope I have your championship shirt. That's so. Hey, Coach, we know you got us, so we all good. We all good, Coach. We know you got us. That's not gonna be a problem. We're not gonna hold you hostage and not come if you don't have a championship shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Ain't no problem. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. We already did that one. All right, so the Hawks. Is this read between the lines? Now, Patty Mills got traded, and I think he went up to Toronto, I think it was, right? And I think the Hawks went ahead and trade for him to come. Now, can Patty still lead your team to, when he was with the Spurs and coming up, man? To me, he's more of a backup. He might as backup, unless you just load it. Now, if you load it, then he can probably do, but you're going to have a strong number 2 behind him. Man, what's your read on this trade, man?
I can see what everybody is probably thinking, but I'm not trading for Patty Mills to replace Young.
No, sir.
I'm not doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. If anything, I'm probably bringing him in. You know what I'm saying, to be his backup. You know what I'm saying, as a point guard. You know what I'm saying, have a nice solid point guard coming off the bench who can still put up numbers. That'd be perfect. That'd be a good fit.
Right. But you know what? Before you go on, let's not forget Dejounte Murray is a point guard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, he's a point guard. He was a point guard at the Spurs. So when you add now, you got three. You got 2 high caliber ones that basically combo guards, and then you bring in Patty Mills. Now when we throw that in there, what do you see the tea leaves? What do you think about that? Is it possible they're trying to really move him out of there?
It could be a strong possibility, but would you that's a good one. Would you put Young at the shooting guard, but you got a lot of shooting guards who stand almost 6'5", 6'6" now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So but would you really bring Patty Mills in to replace Young? That's the big question.
Well, see, no, I'm thinking that you go get a 2 guard. Like I think Murray's the point. He can run point. He run point for the Spurs. My thing is Patty Mills will back up Murray, and you go ahead and get rid of Murray. I mean, not Murray. You get rid of Young, put him on the trade block. See if you can get a 2 guard. I don't know who's on the bench. I don't know who's on the bench. I can't recall who they drafted or who they signed. But my thing is that he is good enough where you may, maybe somebody's got a young 2 guard that's good enough to probably start.
Yeah.
Switch, whatever you need to do. My thing is that it just looks like, and I'm with you. Now, if you're trying to start, Patty Mills with Dejounte Murray, doesn't make sense. That, put him on the bench. But if you got a 2 guard in mind, or maybe you already got him on the team. Maybe you already got a team, then that's like, okay, now we're trying to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens all the time when you have a young duo or a trio that's came in the league together, and one by one, you started, you got rid of Collins. You've been trying to get rid of Collins the past 2 years. You were successful in that. Now the next piece is going to be Ice Trae.
See, that GM, Trey has had to done something for this GM to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Because they was calling him a coach killer at first. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what is it that they don't like about you, Trey, that you're doing for them to want you in this trade block that bad to get you up out of there?
Right. You know what I think it is, brother? When you get as many as GMs and different stuff like in coaches, it's really the GM, because like some GM wants tall point guards. And thinking about Murray, don't get me wrong, Patty Mills is short, but that's a second unit. You could breathe with that, saying, okay, well, he can come off the bench, and I'm not worried about it. But, Murray's what, 6'4", 6'5"? We already know Ice Trae, he's short. So it could just be that I don't like short point guards starting. Or I don't like that you're jacking up threes all the time instead of being, yes, you may have 11 assists, but I just don't. I mean, it just depends. My whole thing is that I hope he goes to a team where he'd be a great fit, because otherwise, what are we looking at? You know what I'm saying? What are we looking at?
It's going to be a cycle of him getting traded all the time.
Yeah. And then about it, he's still young. That it even hurts me to say him on the second unit. Like, he can still start in the league. He just got to get on the right team.
Yeah,
the right team, because otherwise he
get
would
that
be on
right
the
coach.
bench. Right, right. You're absolutely right. Because otherwise, sayonara,
Yeah,
sayonara, and that's kind of sad. But it is what it
it
is.
is.
NFL, what's up to the NFL people? What's going on? The Panthers and
Almost here.
Bucks defensive end. Y'all know Peppers. Come on.
Help us.
And
Yes,
Muhammad, the
sir.
receiver, are getting in there. Julius Peppers was a monster. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He
Yeah.
well deserving. And Muhammad, who came
Yes.
from Michigan State as a receiver, one of those physical receivers that, you
Yep.
know, he's going to shield everything and all that kind of stuff. So congratulations to them too, getting in there. And I'm surprised. Well, I guess they had because every team got a, different criteria. So I just thought Peppers would already be in there, and Muhammad, especially
I
since,
thought that too. I
Yeah.
thought that too.
especially since you know what I'm saying, that's a new franchise. I thought that they would
Yeah.
already probably be in there. But hey, congratulations to those
Yeah,
two,
absolutely. Well
big
deserved.
time. Yes. Let me see here. Oh, J.J. Watt considered signing with the Steelers to play with his brothers. Was this like right when he left, or a dish last year, or this year? Because there's a difference between J.J. Watt when he first left and then all these years, because he's still been getting hurt and everything else like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
So I don't know. I don't know if you read it. I don't know if he was talking about this past year or what.
My thing is this. We all know Pittsburgh Steelers like to have brothers come play together, yada, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing is, you sign, you just want to play with your brothers. That's it. It ain't gonna be like it's gonna be a 2-3 year deal. It'll be a 1 year deal, and then you'd be in rotation because we still got a bunch of young guys who's there that we drafted who's already been there. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in rotation. They like you coming in starting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's cute. You want to play a year with your brothers? That's cool. That's all you get is a year.
Well, see, I think he said he considered that before he retired.
Man, you shouldn't even consider it.
You know, my thing is that, you'd have been that'd have been probably below minimum, because what you got left in the tank, that's the problem. What
Right.
you have left, and then nobody's respecting you, man. I mean, yeah, you might have your brother on the other end, but nobody's scared of you anymore. You'd have had to be tackled. Then, like you said, you got a lot of youth there, and still got Hayward and all that. Like, I'm not giving up those reps for you just because you want to play with your brother. Now, that
Not
kind of
at
stuff.
all.
You know
Not
what
at
I'm saying?
all.
Because to me, if they sign you, they probably get rid of the other brother. He ain't doing nothing. So
Right.
it's like, what are you talking about? You ready to take
Special
your other
teams.
brother? Yeah. At least he plays special teams. You don't play
Yeah.
special teams. So it's like, this is this. Hey, let's just say I would have played with that.
Let's talk. Yeah.
No, okay.
Whatever.
Because if the Steelers really wanted you, you would have played.
Absolutely.
You would have played. Yeah, to say, come on, let's get this.
What NBA say 3-day contract? You get 2-day contract.
Right. D Hop, Chiefs, Pats,
Yeah.
Titans. There we go. There we go. Spell check. Always messing up stuff. R. always. R. N. Let's put that in. Talks. So
Yeah.
I heard 2 of the 3 have basically offered him deals. So I don't know which
Yeah.
one of the 2 of the
Yeah.
3s. Chiefs,
Pats.
Pats, Titans.
I know New England's one of them who offered. I saw that.
Not
They
surprised.
said New England. New England's one who offered him one. I don't know who the other one is.
Gotta
but
be Titans.
But the
Gotta be
crazy thing
Titans.
about it, you knew for a fact that New England was going to offer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just what Bill Belichick does.
Right.
He's going to offer to you. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it. I don't know. He got a quarterback, but Tennessee. You want to go play with Tannehill? What my brother say? The tight end.
Right, tight
You
end.
want to go play with the tight end throwing you the ball? But the Chiefs, I don't think the Chiefs got money to even offer him to even be with them.
I don't even.
They so tied up down there.
You know what? I don't even think it's a money thing. I think they will make it work. I think they will go ahead. I think, like you're saying, I think they have to reconstruct and make some moves, because let's be honest. If the Chiefs was one of the teams that offer, he'd be gone. he'll be signing with the
I
Chiefs.
been signed.
That's a quarterback that
Absolutely.
get you the ball. We talking about two teams that don't have quarterbacks that can get you the ball.
Right.
Pats, come on, man. Mac Jones, ain't nobody looking at him. And Tannehill, Willis don't know if he's gonna be there. We definitely not even talking about Levis. So hey, no. It's definitely Pats and Titans are the ones who offer, and the Chiefs are just waiting because it's it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep.
I mean, it just makes
Patiently
sense.
waiting.
Yeah, and I think really, like you said, as far as money, you got to have that money. It's got to work. Everything's got to look
And
like
they
that.
ain't got it.
I don't think they have it right now. I think they're going to have to reconstruct. That's why you also have our guy Kelsey talking about, hey, it's about winning. I'm not worried about all that kind of other stuff, which he's right. I mean, he gets it because they're going to take care of him. You have no choice but to take care of both of them at the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't worry, we got you. So yeah, I think you got Chris Jones. They're trying to do some stuff with it. I think they told him to sit tight, let us
Right.
because if you're the Chiefs, and if he came to you talking about really want to play, and then you see that the next two teams after the Chiefs are the Pats and Titans.
Exactly.
If he doesn't sign with them, that's because they could. With the Chiefs, that mean they couldn't work the money, and that means nobody. You gonna tell me nobody else needs a receiver? And I'm
Right.
not talking about a number one because he's definitely not a number one anymore. But he could be a 2 or number 3, whatever you need. But nobody else is coming to the plate with that.
Still X for number one money.
And if you are, then shame on you because you're not getting that. Even the Chiefs, you're not getting that. Even the Patriots, Patriots not gonna pay him. And the Titans, yeah, you can go down there and rot. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get somebody to get the ball. That's if that's the case, man, you only hurting yourself, to be honest. You really only
It's
hurting
on him.
yourself. Yeah. Falcons, can they win with Ritter as their quarterback, man? Local Tides.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. I think this. They need a nice, solid backup. If they're going to ride with him, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they're going to need a nice, solid backup,
Right.
just in case it don't work.
Right.
Can they make it happen? It probably could. They probably could, but they need a nice, solid backup. They gonna need a nice, solid backup if you're gonna throw everything with him.
Yeah, I think we've seen the formula before. I think if you do win with him, it's because that defense, even though they have made some moves, it's got to be top 10, border
Yeah.
fringe top 15, but the top 10 definitely. I think the running game. I think Johnson. You got to make sure that the running back from Texas is eating. He's got to really, it has to be a run dominant team. It can't be with his arm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's got a weak arm, but I'm not saying he's got a Hall of Fame, Pro Bowl,
Fantastic
All-Star
ball.
either. You know what I'm saying? I think his arm is average. So I think you got to make sure that your running game is solid. You got to feature Pitts, so that's the tight end, and that defense got to be nasty. Otherwise, I don't think so. I think if you got that formula, because he's going to go into the second year. Yeah, he started
It's
at
the
the end
second
of
year.
the season, and I'm with you. You better have another quarterback too ready, because if you're sitting there, are you going to run him? Are you trying to make him, run like Lamar and different stuff like that? If so, then you risk of him being injured. But I think it can't be solely on him. If it's solely on him, if he has to throw the ball on an average of 25 times or more, then you in trouble. I don't think that's going to work,
Right.
without a doubt. And then, you got to hope those running backs stay healthy so he can eat. Otherwise, you're still in trouble. So we'll see on that one. But I just don't think him by himself to go ahead and do that. I don't think that's the what we're dealing with right now. Maybe a couple of years, maybe. I don't know. But you're going to have to make sure everything's good. Can the Bills win with the unhappy Diggs? Because all kinds of stuff
Can they-
continues to come out of that camp.
Yeah. This is foolery, because if he's unhappy, just let him go. I mean, go bye, dude. Get something for him, because this is getting out of hand. Can they win? Possibility, yes, They can. They can. You know what I'm saying? They still got the tall dude or whatever, which I understand. Everybody's like, well, he's just a straight runner. I mean, if that's the case, work with him, get him to develop to be a complete receiver. Because yes, he could take the top off downfield. We all know that. But if Allen's a true quarterback, it don't matter what receivers he got, right?
Supposedly,
You know what I'm saying?
supposedly.
If he's that guy, why not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'm gonna say, hey, yeah, they can win. You paid Allen all that money. He's the quarterback. Yeah, win with an unhappy Diggs.
right. I think you can win some games, but I don't think you're gonna win no Super Bowl. I think that the issue is when somebody who's of his caliber is unhappy, then all of a sudden the locker room becomes toxic because you have people choosing sides. You know, hey, I'm riding with him. He's right, and all this kind of stuff. And I really think that all the pressure is going to be on Allen. Like you said, you know, you wanted to anoint him as the best quarterback. You had some people saying he was better than Mahomes, all this kind of stuff like that, which is really very disrespectful and disgusting. That's not true. I mean, come on, stop it. You know, I understand you may be a fan of the Bills and that's who you ride with, but he's not better than Mahomes. So my thing is, I think,
Right.
does he have the makeup? Supposedly, that's what everybody says. But once you got a number one receiver, hey, you know what I'm saying? That makes a difference. But when you got an unhappy diva number one receiver, that makes a difference. We done seen this time and time again. So really, you got them thinking, okay, man, everything's gonna be good. But you keep on hearing these rumbles. If that happens, they in trouble. They are in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't care what Allen throws, how many touchdowns. If you got him, he'll blow that whole stuff up. So you really got to take that into consideration. Like, okay, how do we want this season to really go? And you can say, well, Tom Brady didn't have one, you know, because when he had, of course, Moss and things like that, and they didn't win it.
Yeah.
But they also had defense that was solid. Bills defense is not on that caliber. I don't care what they say, top five. It's not how the Patriots was when Tom was winning. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff like that. So, and then you lost your star linebacker and all this kind of stuff. So we'll see on that. You know, so you know you got to replace him. You know, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. But I just think that when you have a toxic all-pro receiver, that's probably the one position besides, I mean, you know, quarterbacks, they just get rid of them. But the receivers, yeah, man, we seen it. We seen it time and time again. You don't know. I don't know how they can make them happy, but they need to try to fix that before, because it could get really messy with their last NFL question. Can the Lions make it to the Super Bowl?
When? What year?
This year coming up.
What year we talking, brother?
This year coming
Nah,
up.
I'm not gonna say they can win the Super Bowl this year coming up, man. But I'm gonna say they're gonna have a nice season. I'm gonna say they're gonna have a nice, decent season. I'm most definitely gonna give them that.
Right. I think they playoff team. I don't think they Super Bowl team. For them to be that, I mean, they made some great moves. I mean, you know, they love Campbell. Campbell's doing this thing.
Yeah.
I'm just not a golf fan. I don't care that he made a Super Bowl with the Rams, but we know who led that. The boy wonder coach did that. So to me, I think you just keep building on seasons. Now, the problem is that who says that these people that you got in this year is going to still be on the team next year?
Next year.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have to take advantage of the situation. I love their moves, but I just don't think that I'm with you. Now, if continuity, if people stayed, yeah, next year, you know, after this year, that's good. But I don't know. But I do think they'll be better. I think they playoffs. I think they're gonna be tough and gritty. But I'm just not a big golf fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got rid of your tight end to Minnesota, even though you drafted one. That's still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You know, you lost your running back. You got rid of your running back, lost your running. You brought in Montgomery. Love that. I love that pick. But we're going to see. I think it's going to be won and lost in the trenches. Big time with them. Won and lost in the trenches. Let's go here. Starting bench cut. AI, KD, Wade.
Jesus, that's not. The answer. This is crazy because you got two of these guys who don't want chips, and my guy ain't won nothing.
Right, that part.
but he was a dog. AI was a dog. Oh man. GC's this right here. I'm starting KD. I'm gonna start KD.
Now who you bitching and who you cutting?
I love me some Wade. I do. I really like Wade. I 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 like Wade. He
He
got
likes
his
Wade
little
now.
rings.
He likes Wade.
He got his rings and stuff. He got his rings. I'm gonna have to bench AI. I'm not giving up my guy. I'm benching AI. I'm sorry, Wade. You gotta go.
Ooh. That is a tough one. KD is starting. AI, man. He's tough. Wade's tough. Wade done won championships. Wade, when he's healthy, was one of the best two guards
Mm-hmm.
ever. AI just changed the game. AI changed the game. All right, I'm starting KD. I'm benching. Woo! I thought I was gonna be able to do this stuff. I was kind of like Rick Ross. I was kind of like Ricky Rose on the diving board. It felt good, and then
Right.
It felt good. I was rolling with it. I said, start KD. Then when I went to the bench, I was like, I froze like Rick Ross. Went down, boom. All right,
Right.
so I'm gonna start KD. I'm benching.
And the sad thing about it, you can't really go wrong with
No, you
neither one,
can't.
but it's like, God,
It's what you're looking at. It's kind of
like,
like what
Yes.
kind of guard you're looking at. So with that being
Yes.
said, start KD, bench Wade, bench Wade, bench
Bro, crazy.
bench Wade cut. AI.
That's
Oh, that was
it's a
tough.
battle, man.
That was tough. That was tough.
man,
was tough.
it's a struggle, brother.
All right, we
That was-
actually gonna come out on this one. Our guy, Bob Huggins, West Virginia. Now you know he got in trouble. You know he was on a radio
Yeah.
show. Used some homophobic slurs, things like that.
Mhm.
Then he got a DUI. You know,
Mhm.
thought he was in one city, he was in another. He's actually in rehab treatment. You know what I'm saying? Facility. Says he never resigned at West Virginia, and either you're gonna give him his money back or you're gonna fire him. Well, if you fire him, you gotta have to probably pay him.
Hey, yo. Yeah.
So, you know, buy out, do what you got to do. So his daughters wrote a letter talking about, hey, he didn't, you know, he's not this, he's not the bad guy. He's going to help many people and all this kind of stuff. All this is going across the board. It's ridiculous. You know, this
Yeah.
is a desperate plea. This is somebody who's probably just sobering up and like, hold on, I don't want my legacy tarnished and I want them coins.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's not looking good. You know, he's the one guy that, as a coach, he does so much stuff that's borderline and over the board, and he's got away with it. Now, you know, everybody thought that he's just gonna disappear.
Right.
Oh, Bobby said he ain't going nowhere.
He said I ain't going nowhere. This guy said, first off, I still want my job. Never said I never said I was
Said
going
his-
anywhere.
Said his wife wrote the letter and all that kind of stuff, and he never did. It wasn't him.
Wow. So West Virginia, y'all got a hell of a decision. You either gonna keep the guy or you gonna buy him out. And when you buy him out, that's still gonna be a boatload of money.
Right.
I mean, so you got a
Return-
decision to make. Which I go
Retirement plan. That's what that's called. Also,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Also, real quick, Kenny Payne was on I think CBS John Rothstein's show. So go ahead and check that out. I'm not even going to address that today. Might hit on it tomorrow, but check it out. He has some interesting comments that's not going to make Card Nation happy. Some of them it will, some of them won't. You know, either you like them or you love them or you don't. It is what it is. So go ahead and check that out.
Yeah.
Comment, let us know. We probably drop it on our page so you can talk about that and everything. Like I said, Southern still representing you. Do what you got to do. This is the honor of the mayor. Congratulations today.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know how we do. Tomorrow we got another banger. So make sure you join us tomorrow on Facebook. We holler at you.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
Peace.
Yep.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.